Showboating Sports, guys. Man, we're going to give a quick recap of the press conference with Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, which is cool, man. So we're going to get into that right now. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on it, give you a quick theme about how I thought it how it went. So let's get into it. So it started off pretty cool. I love fighters who try to promote themselves or promote the fight, and I love the showmanship. You know, Ryan came out. He had a bunch of model chicks that came out, was throwing down rose petals. He walked across rose petals, sat down in his throne, and he was there. King Ryan is there. I like that. Thought that was pretty cool. Devin Haney, he was kind of already sitting at the table. You know, he had his mean look on, like he normally does. He like, I'm always strictly serious business going on with me. And you see that a lot from Devin Haney, which is cool. So I thought the press conference started out pretty cool. But then one thing that I thought from the whole press conference that I thought was pretty is the awkwardness. It's pretty crazy. It's the awkwardness. You know what I mean? It was like it was awkward from start to finish. De La Hoya came out. It was like he wanted to promote the fight, but it was like he was at a loss for words a little bit. As he was trying to think of things to try to promote this fight and make this fight be, you know, where people want to tune in. You know, De La Hoya didn't have that real gift of gab. And what's funny is he brought Bernard Hopkins in, and Bernard Hopkins didn't even have the gift of gab either. You know what I mean? You know how the alien is. He always trying to talk and talk. You're like, Bernard, what did you? I miss what the damn point was. You know. Anyway, so De La Hoya introduced Bernard Hopkins to come out. Bernard Hopkins came out. He started talking about Ryan. He's all talking about how he was promoting the fight, how he was pushing for the fight for a long time. And he been wanting this fight to happen. And it was just kept going and going. I was like, well, where's he going at with this? Where's he going with this? But it was like a justification. It was a long speech of a justification of how he wanted to fight and how he's been there for Ryan. Because you know that these guys dropped the ball on Ryan after that fight with Tank Davis. You know what I mean? When De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins, after the fight was over with, they didn't go to Ryan. They didn't stay between Ryan's side. They talking about that they had something else to do. So it made a whole lot of bad blood, which is bleeding over in here. And I think that what they're trying to do now is starting to put out some of these fires because the fires are costing them money. You know what I mean? When you see this team up here, his promotional company, and it's not like they believe in him, it makes it all the way awkward. You know what I'm saying? So Bernard Hopkins said his whole speech. Ryan stood up and said, hey, look, do you want to squash this beef? Right while Bernard was talking. Now, I don't know if he was doing it to get Bernard off the damn mic, because sometimes Bernard needs to get his ass off the mic. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like that. But anyway, Ryan said, put his hand out and said, hey, man, do you want to squash this beef? And Bernard looked at him and said, man, there's no beef. No beef at all. And so they talked it out. Seemed to be pretty cool. Bernard walked off stage. By that time, De La Hoya came out and introduced Bill Haney. Bill Haney, which is Devin Haney's father, came out. And he was talking about, hey, the first thing he did was he lit right into Bernard Hopkins. He's like, look, man, I don't know what this dude talking about. He's talking all this other stuff, and it was me wanting to fight. And I called De La Hoya up and told De La Hoya, look, if you're going to be a good promoter and you're going to be a Hall of Fame promoter, then promote this fight. The best needs to fight the best. And so basically he's trying to say that Bernard Hopkins didn't want to fight. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but I do know whatever that shit is, it's bleeding over into the fight game, and it's costing all of them money. But it does seem like they're trying to patch things up. Also, he kept on going, and you know, he made a few little things. Bill Haney is kind of funny. I like that. And I love how he's behind Devin, and I love how he promotes the fight, and I also love how he even got Ryan Garcia's dad to pitch in and go back and forth with it. And that's what you need. You need to see these people say what's on their mind and promote this fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't just sit there and go, yeah, man, we're going to fight and it's going to happen and don't say something. Give us something to go on. Let us know what's going to make this a good fight. You know what I mean? That's what we're waiting on. But anyway, Bill Haney said his just due about it. They came out. They had Devin Haney came up. Ryan came out. Ryan talked about what he thought about the fight. And that he talked about how, you know, he couldn't wait. He's happy for the fight. He doesn't care that if it's in New York because Devin Haney checked him on that. Also, they're saying that they have fought a total of 6 times. And out of the 6 times, it's 3-3. And they asked Devin Haney about the bad blood between him and Ryan. He was like, yes, it's personal. They was like, what made it personal? He said, well, it made it personal because, you know, we are rivals. But one of the biggest things that made it personal was he said something bad about my religion. And then so he was like, So Ryan heard that. So Ryan looked at him and said, look, Devin, let me just say this. he stopped it. He said, I'm going to stop it right here. He said, listen, I don't want to disrespect anybody on their religion. And if I did that, I'm sorry. He said, you saying I said it. He said, if it's something I said that I don't remember saying, I apologize, but I didn't say it. And I apologize anyway, because that ain't what it's about. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I don't think that Ryan took the punk road on that. But I think that when you bring religion there, then you bringing out another thing that it'll bring out some crazies out that think you're talking about their religion. You know how people are. You don't want to mix religion in with the sport of boxing. You don't want to do that. Politics and religion, you kind of keep them out of your conversations, and you live to box another day, so to speak. Anyway, so they cleared that up, so they got that out the way. But they did say they have a rivalry because they've been fighting to the amateurs. The last match, Devin Haney won, but it's 3-3. So that was pretty cool. And so the way it kind of ended was these guys both said that what they bring to the table to end this, you know, is good to have this fight at 140. And Ryan also said after the press conference that one of the things was they was asking him, they said that Ryan quit. So they had to address that, because that's one of the biggest factors right there, is that Ryan quit. And I personally like Ryan. I like them both, so I don't lose whoever wins. It's a win-win situation for me. But one of the things is about Ryan taking taking a knee. And so Ryan addressed that at the end. And they asked Ryan about it. And Ryan said, look, he said, I had blisters in my mouth because it was hard making the weight. He said, trying to make that weight, you know, I'm weak. I already had a rib injury and I got hit. You know what he said? I got hit, you know. He got hit in the liver or whatever else. He said that shot right there, he said it was hard to recover from that. And he said, so it really wasn't a quit. He's like, it was hard. So I'll give Ryan the credit for that. He took a knee. Sometimes them body shots are so hard, you're not going to come off of it. I'm not a boxer, but I have been hit before, and I understand how bad that feels. But anyway, all in all, it was a good press conference. Hopefully these guys get on track and get this press conference rolling where it's not an awkward situation. So if you guys haven't checked out the press conference, please go check it out. There's a few little things I left out that you need to go see for yourself. And plus you need to see some of this stuff in context. But either way, I am excited for this fight. I always thought that Ryan needed another tune-up fight. But I'm going to do a live tonight. And we'll talk more in depth on that kind of stuff. So once again, guys, that's straight up no chaser. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you do like the content, come on, man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell icon. And that way you know when these videos come out. We do tend to go live weeknights. We're trying to find the right spots. But anyway, guys, till next time, guys, peace. I'm out.